Hey there. Okay, we're going to start with the next part where it says, properly pathetic while Mrs. Klein makes a case for you. So you don't have a lot to say the next little bit. Um, James says, my wife has both her hands up now. So my wife, we'll go ahead and do a little bit more English here, has both. So both, you take the number 2, and I'm kind of holding it right here and closing it a little bit and sliding the 2 down into 1. So both her hands up, and we're just going to sign the sign for sign. So take an S and throw it up and kind of wiggle it. Both her hands up now. So my wife has both her hands up now. And the next line here, tell her what I said. You repeat that to hearing people arguing. You're not signing that part. You're just interpreting for her here. Same old shit, just like your speech. Yada, yada, yada. You don't have signs with that part. The next part is here where it says, lick the ass of the hearing world. You just, hey, like just throw your hands up. Like, what was that? You don't have to actually sign anything there. This part, your line, hey, Oren, talk like that doesn't make things easier around here. So pay attention. Hey, Oren, or you can even sign this way down. So touch it's like under your temple right here. Or talk like that. We're just going to sign like not actual to talk because they're not talking. This is another way of doing it. To pinch your middle fingers and pull it out together a couple times. So talk like that wherever it is on stage doesn't make things easier around here. We're just going to sign doesn't help and go up, straight up with that. Doesn't make things easier around here, or we could probably do better to understand, And it depends on what he'll sign here. Making things easier for you, Jim, isn't one of my first concerns. So he might sign help, or he might sign making things easier. I don't know what he decides to do there. But your line can say the same. It'll be fine. The next part where James says she's not interested. So point to Sarah. She's not interested, or 2 hands interested. And then tell them you're not interested and let them get the hell out of your home. So let them, we're just going to sign allow, which goes down like this. Let them, and then just like kick them out like this. So take your hand and flick it out. Get the hell out of our home. The sign for home is from your chin to your ear here. So home. So that part, I just tell them you're not interested and let them get the hell out of our home. And then the next part, each of you makes me feel like a bow down. You just voice that part here. And then, but you're not going to sit here. You're interpreting that with Oren. So y'all both say that at the same time. The next chunk here that you do sign is you don't sign this part, but you say it. Sarah wants to make her own speech, one that she will write herself. I don't think I'm gonna have you sign that one because you're just voicing what Sarah has said there. Neither of you has anything. You're interpreting that again. You teach her the sign terrific, 2 hands, terrific. So it's just a bounce and a bounce, terrific. Next part here, I'm moving the screen over. Then James says, no one is ever going to speak for Sarah again. That's a line that you're interpreting again, so you don't sign that part. Did you hear yourself say that? Yes, I heard myself repeat that. So you're just speaking that part. Then you start to sign with what I'm a bit confused about is how we got here. So what I'm a bit, you can sign kind of a bit confused. The sign for confused is scrunching 5s. And you can kind of like put it up on your head a little bit, like confused about is how we got here, how happened. So we're going to sign how it happened, how we got here. So let me see if I get this straight. So understand, or like, let me see if I get this straight. We, the 2 of us, we met, we fought. We're going to sign this for fight. So it's this, but we're going to go back and forth. Like I'm saying something, you're saying something. We fought, so have it go towards her, back and forth. We fought, fell in love. This is 1 finger and it's on your forehead, and then it bounces down straight like this. Fell in love towards her again, wherever she is in front of you. Fell in love, got married, just signed married. So these are all like kind of bouncing transitions. Got married, I was happy, I thought you were happy. And then go back to the center. Now we're kicking each other's teeth in. So this part right here, we'll sign this to this. So this way it's like this sign right here, but then it's like a blow up, like we've had it and we're just smacking each other now. But we're gonna do it this way. And then explain it to me. Explain why. Is what we're going to sign why, but you say explain it to me. So that whole part together here is what I'm a little bit confused about is how we got here. Let me see if I got this straight. We met, we fought, we fell in love, we got married, I was happy, I thought you were happy, now we're kicking each other's teeth in. Explain it to me. You think that was my fault? That was perfect. You repeat that. What a crook of, I don't exactly know where that line's going, but she interrupts you or she walks off. So you could just throw your hands up like, what a, like, I don't understand this. So there's not really anything you have to sign there. And then Lydia comes in this part you only speak to her. We'll have the interpreter signing for you. So yay for a little break in the script. The next part, you come in working on your speech, huh? So you're back at the duck pond. We're going to sign working on. We're just going to sign writing. So pinch a pen here. Working on your speech. The sign for speech is like a tabletop right here. Your elbows up and you're kind of angled at a hand here and you're just pounding it forward. Speech. So working on your speech. Eyebrows up. Yes, I'm through with my classes. Can I help you? I'm through. Finished. Through with my classes. And in order to pluralize it, you do it twice. So class and class. Classes. Can I help you? Eyebrows up, lean in. Thanks, but no. Throw in a few jokes. We're going to sign add. So this is where we're at, and then we're taking our hands and we're collecting up to it. So add a few. I think I did this time before. It starts with your thumb and it goes out this way, like you're dealing cards, like you're flipping the cards out. Few jokes. So throw in a few jokes. Question mark, eyebrows up again. You're not funny and deaf. Da, da, da. Okay, see you at home. See you at home? Question mark. A few minutes. And then the next part with James and the settlement. So you don't sign anything. I mean, with Franklin and the settlement, you are James. Hello. You don't sign anything for that. The next part, I'll make you a hero. Okay, he exits. Sarah comes in. You're home from work. So you point to her. You are home from work. I think we've signed from before. You just pull it from, you hook your finger from work. So you're home from work. It's exciting to feel I have a job. And then you repeat that and say, good, I'm glad, I'm happy. Obviously do that with the speed, force, and motion that your character would say it in, which doesn't seem very much. Trying to be, so I'm trying to be. Just sign try. Would you watch me practice my speech? Sure, I'd like to watch you practice your speech. You can sign sure here because you're answering, but you're also interpreting for the audience, so sure. But don't tell me how to make it better. What do you mean? Don't criticize it? So, like, what do you mean? Don't... criticize is a sign, but this is kind of a negative sign because you're drawing X's through everything. So it might be, we might sign give feedback instead. So it's F's and they're flicking at each other, kind of like the Meisner, but with both, and it's flicked together, feedback, but they're here. So I'm giving you something, you're giving me something, feedback. So what do you mean? Don't criticize it, meaning don't give me feedback? Right. What if your English is incorrect? And I think the commission people won't understand. So what if your English, design for English is incorrect, is wrong? And I think the commission is a C from shoulder to shoulder. Commission people won't understand. You know those signs already. Then you can tell me that. Okay, thank you. Will you want me to translate as if I'm you? So do you want me to translate as if, and we'll sign as if, like, as if I'm, we're going to do the sign here, the concept of like becoming you. As if I'm you. So that part right there, you want me to translate as if I'm you? Question mark, but lean in. What do you mean? I mean, when we go before the commission, do you want me to translate the speech exactly? So I mean, when, I think we've done this one before, when we, or the two of us, we go before is approach. So it's two hands. So this is the commission, this is us. We're going to face each other. So when we go before the commission, Do you want me to translate the speech exactly? And then she cuts you off. So exactly is these X shapes and circles. One of them circles on top. Exactly. Exactly. Do you think you're going to translate for me? Yes, I assumed I would translate for you. You don't have to sign the translate part. You can just sign assume, which is guess. Think of it like there's a fly in front of you. You're trying to catch it as it goes by. So I assumed I would translate for you. I'll tell you a little secret. They won't understand it if I don't translate. Ow. So I'll tell you a little secret. Just little. It can be it's kind of funny, so it's not conceptual. A little secret. They, being the people we set up for the commission over here, they won't understand it if I don't translate it. I want Oren to do it. You want Oren to do it? Why? Because he's hearing impaired. You can do HI or you can do hearing, probably better for the audience to do it bigger. Hearing impaired. I think we've done that before where the I interrupts. So hearing impaired. So you're going to turn the tables now and start using Oren, huh? So for this part here, so you're going to, I would say turn the tables. Now it's a kind of an English concept, but I would say connected to me here. And so you're going to disconnect with me and connect with Oren. So it's kind of a visual placement in space. So here, Sarah and I are connected. This is Sarah. This is you connected. So you're suggesting she's decided to let go of you here and then come from another distance and join with Oren here. So I have to do this and then maybe point to where Oren was that you set him up in space that time. You want Oren to do it? Why? Because he's hearing impaired. So you're going to turn the tables now and start using Oren, huh? And then look, I'd like to be your translator if you're really going to go through with this, and I'd like to share the experience with you. Just get her attention. Look, I'd like to be your translator. I'd like to be your translator. If you're really going through with this, meaning like step-by-step process. So if you're really going through with this, I would like to share, I think I've done this before, share the experience with you. Experiences all of your fingers pulling down to a close on your cheek. So look, I'd like to be your translator. If you're really going through with this, I'd like to share the experience with you. Okay, we're already 12 minutes past. Let's see what part. Okay, we're almost here right before the big monologue. Let's see. You can say what you feel about being deaf, though you can't. You're interpreting this. Sorry, I'm looking at a different page. I can't say what I feel about being deaf, though, through a hearing person. And then she says, does it make me angry? I think you would show a little bit of sign here, like, yes, that makes me angry. Just sign for angry. And hurt. Let me see the speech, okay? Show me. So just motion to her, like, let me see, like, point to the speech, whatever let me see it. Show me. So the sign for show is pointing to said speech or thing, and you're taking that from her directionally. Show me. And then he translates it here. We'll get to that part next time. Okay, let me know if you have questions.